That's the bus terminal right here in Tepoztlan. And of course, as soon as you get off the bus, you get the guy making noise with his, I don't know what that is. Is that a leaf blower? I think it's a leaf blower is the name of that device that guy's making noise with. And I'm here in Tepoztlan. And yes, I took the bus, and this is, I don't know, I guess you could call this a hike. Today it's a solo hike. You know, I used to do these hikes every Wednesday for years and years. I think for about 8 or 9 years. We've done 7 or 8 years anyway. Before COVID, Eric and I, my normal hiking companion, we do these weekly hikes. He's been out as of late. He's got a bad back, and I think he's better now, but his dad is here visiting. Eric is from Belgium, and his dad is visiting for Belgium for, I think, pretty much all of February. He's been here a couple of weeks now. I think he might have come at the end of January. I'm not sure. But, and so, you know, I've been a little bit bored without the hikes. So I thought, I'll come and do this one by myself. This is, as far as I know, the plan is it's just going to be Tepozteco. Look at this beautiful view as you enter the town of Tepoztlan. It's very nice. And we're in the hot season now. It's, you know, we're into 30 degrees regularly, 30, 32 regularly, and I'm really feeling taking a day and getting out of this city, getting out of my city, Cuernavaca, and more importantly, getting out of my house. Gorditas. I wasn't referring to those people standing there. I was talking about the food, gorditas. And I want to get out of my house and enjoy some sunshine, hot weather. This is going to be my last video in Mexico for about a month. I'm traveling in a few days. I'm leaving on Monday. Today is Thursday, February 12th. I'm leaving on Monday. It's going to be a big trip. New destinations. And it's a long, long trip to get to where I'm going. So I wanted to kind of warm up to that. I will be doing some hikes on this upcoming faraway trip. So I thought I should kind of warm up with kind of a practice hike here. I'm gonna block my vision here. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm walking to these mountains up here. Envelop, I think is the word, Tepoztlan. And there's a pyramid at the, I can see it from here. The camera can't pick it up. Maybe, somewhere up there. There's a pyramid. And Cuernavaca, or I should say Tepoztlan, is the town supposedly of ovnis, of UFOs. You can see this behind me. And a lot of UFO sightings in this city, or town. So as such, there's a lot of this kind of artwork around here. So as far as I know, it's just going to be the Tepozteco hike, which I've done, not exaggerating, about 50, possibly more than 50 times. I've gone back in my records and checked, and it's somewhere, I remember I counted a couple years ago, and it was around 45, and it's over 50 now. Done it many, many times. It's easy to do. Actually, it's kind of a tough one. It's not very long, but it is quite steep. So that's why we're doing now. So I'm going up the pyramid. To the pyramid. Oh, it's a good sign when you see the army patrolling. I'm at the center of the universe here in Tepoztlan. A lot of music. You know what I'm just realizing? It's, I guess it's almost Carnival time, or maybe it's starting now. I forgot about that. I haven't been to Tepoztlan in a couple of months, and I haven't been here for Carnival in years because it sucks. It seems it's not full. Well, they got this stuff all set up here. Maybe it's coming up this weekend, the full Carnival. Maybe it's starting tomorrow. I know it is around mid-February every year. So this is maybe signs, but yeah, this, to have this, these streamers, whatever they're called, hanging over the street, that's kind of normal. You could see that other times besides Carnival time, but yeah, that's what it is. And the pyramid is right at the top up there. I'll zoom in a little bit here. There it is up there. There it is, right in the center of the screen. So here's the official start of the trail, and I'm gonna go up. You know what? I'm gonna first start my my stopwatch and see how long this takes. Should be around 40 minutes or so. All right, the horses are on the track, and we're off to the races. And I have a feeling there's very few people. I might be the only one. A few dogs. All right. owls. Never seen one. Remember, I've been here 50-something times. Never seen any. Those look like strawberry mushrooms. I don't know if I've seen that bird or not. Never seen any salamanders. Never seen any snakes at all, especially a rattlesnake. I have seen many quatlimundis. I guess I've seen butterflies. Never seen a bat, although I guess they're at night. I've never seen any kind of turtle or tortoise, so I will deride this as being fake news. Fake fauna news. Sixteen and a half minutes. There's a squirrel. Squirrel wasn't on that fauna bingo card.
Hi.
Buenas. Few people up here. Almost at the top. It's 28 minutes and 24 seconds right now. You notice this place is roped off with the yellow caution tape. Used to go up that way. It's been closed for years now. I don't know why. Just because. They never actually give reasons. They just, I guess, don't seem to want people to enjoy themselves. There are several parts that are closed off and have been closed off for years. Used to be able to go even higher than where I'm about to go now. So now we're on these. Kind of hard to see with the sun, but it changes from rock. This is the steepest part. It goes from these rocks to a metal staircase.
Estaba haciendo así. Ay, no, bueno.
Not a lot of activity. There's the pyramid. And you can go over here. And it took, how long did it take? 34 minutes. Let me pay the ticket no go. I guess my plan for the day is ruined. Kind of by my choice, but it's 210 pesos. Last time I was here a year or two ago, it was 60. Now it's 210. And I don't have that much money on me. I was planning this on being 60 pesos. I got money to eat and get back. That's triple what I thought it would be. I guess that's why there's no people here.
Oye, ¿con credencial de Tepoztlan pagas lo mismo o pagas lo mismo?
Todos los nacionales en general, los domingos solamente es gratis.
Ah, los domingos es gratis.
Nacionales en 3 semanas, 105.
Sí. Creo que no se ve.
No, aquí. Él quiere que se vea.
Ah, que se ve la
Yeah, well, I guess I did all this for nothing. I was planning on sitting up there for a couple of hours.
Pero no ven, vamos.
I'll get to more about this later.
tiene un chingo de hecho, no tiene, no. También te acuerdas de aquí en Chicago, pues no hay como casi. Sí. Porque esa madre, los procesadores para jugar la vida, de la cama. Gracias, saludos.
Closed on the sides. This is my plan that I've done many times. Sit here for a couple of hours and listen to music while alternately drifting in and out of sleep. It's 2:33 in the afternoon. I've been up here, I think, about 3.5 hours. Somewhere around there. I'm not sure exactly. I noticed it was 34 minutes to get up here, but I didn't note the time, just the time to get up. So I'll explain what happened down there when I came up and I saw that it was 210 pesos, which is unreal because the last time I was here, I think I mentioned earlier, a year or two ago, as far as I remember, it was about 60 or 70. And I've been in, probably about 20 different archaeological sites in this country. Probably maybe close to 100 times. Well, this one 50, and many other ones, and they're pretty cheap. 210 is unreal. You don't, if you're Mexican, 210 pesos for this one. I mean, it's one pyramid, which is where I'm on right now, and it's cool to come up here, but it's not worth 210 pesos. If this was my first time or only time, my only opportunity to come here, then yeah, I would have spent 210 pesos if I had had it. Remember, that was another problem, was that I didn't have that much money with me. Even if I had been willing to spend it, I wouldn't have been able to. So I said to the guy, man, 210 pesos, is it 210 pesos? And he said, yeah. And I said, when I came a year or two ago, it was 60 or 70. He said, no, last year it was 100. I said, okay, well, it's still more than double what it was last year. So I said, man, this really sucks. So I thought I kind of wasted my time coming all the way here, climbing up here, walking here. So I kind of stood at the entrance there for about 15 minutes. I didn't want to go right back down. I wanted to at least get something out of it. I thought if I'm going to spend all this time, I may as well at least get some sun. That was around 11, a little bit after 11 in the morning, I think. And so I stood there for about 15 minutes. And then a couple of people came up, and I heard the guy working here under this awning over here. I heard him say, it's 210 pesos, but he said if you're a resident of Mexico, it's not of this city or town, it's Tepoztlan, it's not of this state, Morelos. My mouth is very, very dry. But if you're a Mexican citizen, it's half price, it's 105 pesos. And I thought, and I've been here many times on Sunday. I know it's free on Sunday. All the archaeological sites in the whole country are free on Sunday, which is why I made a vow that I've stuck to for probably 6 years now. I would never come here again on Sunday. It's just far too crowded, horribly crowded, to the point that it is completely, for me, totally unenjoyable. I just can't come here on a Sunday. Way too many people. It's crowded. There are actually lines. You wait that staircase to get up towards the top, which is right over here to my right. There's actually lines to get up and to get back down. You got to wait in the queue. If you're British, you'd say it's a queue to get up or down. It's horrible. And I said, I'll never come here again. But it's nice during the week. There's hardly anybody here. It's awesome. It's quiet. It's great. So 105 pesos, yeah, I'll pay that. And I had that much on me. I've still got enough to, if I feel like it, I'm not that hungry, but I can get something to eat. Definitely need something to drink, and I need to take a bus home. And so this is where the problem was. So I thought, and I said to the guy, why didn't you tell me it was half price? And he said the words that I've heard so many times in 20 years living in Mexico. You know what he said? He said, you didn't ask. And I thought, and I said to him, why would I ask? It's not my job to ask. It's your job to tell me. He said, no, it's not. I said, you work here. I don't work here. I'm a visitor. You're the worker. You're supposed to help people. You're in the tourism industry. Help people. And he said, well, I don't know. And he just, said, I said, well, you should tell me. He said, well, you should ask. Which reminded me, I've experienced that so many times in Mexico. And again, I can say this after living here 20 years. I have a lot of experience, good and bad. I remember a couple of years ago, I went to a Chinese restaurant over here in Cuernavaca. That indicates that it's over here. And, they have, if you're Mexican, the guisados. They have all it's not a buffet, but they have maybe 8 or 9 or 10, the main things to choose from. Sweet and sour chicken and barbecue pork and, things like that. And you can choose, depending on which paquete you choose, you can choose 1 or 2 or 3 guisados. And I like, you always get rice and noodles. And then I think back then I used to get 2. Sometimes now, I think I just get 1 now, but I used to get 2. And I always got chicken and vegetables and spicy chicken. And because Dan likes his chicken spicy. And so I looked and there was no spicy chicken. I said, you don't have any spicy chicken? And she said, no. I said, all right, well, okay, then I'll have the chicken and vegetables and this other thing. So she served it to me. And as I was paying for it, the guy came with a full, steaming hot tray of the spicy chicken. And I said, that's the spicy chicken I want. She said, yeah. I said, you said you don't have any. She said, well, when you asked, we didn't have any. I said, why didn't you tell me that there was more coming out in like 30 seconds. She said the same thing. She said you didn't ask. In Mexico, people think that they don't have to tell you anything. You have to be a psychic and you have to ask questions. Nobody likes to offer information. It's no wonder there's such a horrible lack of communication in this country. So anyway, it would have made my life a little bit easier, and I wouldn't have had to stand there for 15 minutes waiting, only to find out that there was a 50% discount. That's still pretty expensive. 105. That's I think quite expensive. Anyway, that's it. So I will go now, and I've been up here listening to music for about, I don't know, 2 hours or so. I kind of curated a playlist. I just started listening. I had Led Zeppelin, Misty Mountain Hop in my head. This was my station here. And so I listened to Misty Mountain Hop, and then I love to do this when I get a chance, to just kind of listen to whatever song comes next, whatever song pops into my head. I wrote them all down on a document on my phone. I can't remember all of them. In case you're interested in such things, it was Misty Mountain Hop. I listened to Van Halen, I don't know the order, Van Halen, Unchained, Dead Kennedys. I listened to 3. I Kill Children, Bleed for Me, and Forest Fire. And I don't know, just certain things make these songs pop into my head. I listened to, the last song I listened to just a couple minutes ago is Down, Lysergic Funeral Procession. They have a new song coming out tomorrow. Corrosive Conformity's new song, Give Me Some More, but I'm going to call it More. I will never call it More. Give Me Some More just came out a couple days ago. I've been listening to that song obsessively, including today. I also listened to the title track, In the Arms of God, today. I listened to Ozzy, Flying High Again. Jane's Addiction, Obvious, Faith No More. What Faith No More song did I listen to? Oh, Anne's song. Fast Way, Steal the Show. Godzilla Motor Company, I've seen them. Pantera, I'm Broken. What else was there? Anyway, you get the idea. I listened to some great music today. Got some sun. Relaxed as much as I can relax. So now I'm going to head down. Now I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to it was 34 minutes coming up. I think I get down at about 20. I'm going to take video of the entire way down. Isn't that interesting? So be prepared. Starting next, I'm going to be at those black steps, and it's a lot faster going down. If nobody is blocking my way, I'll be able to get down in probably 19 minutes, somewhere around there. So that's coming up next from right down there. That's going to be one take. Here I go, starting the descent. Let's see how long it takes. And I'm not racing. It's not my goal to get down in record time or as fast as I can. I'm just going at a normal speed. I don't think anybody is going to be in my way. And we'll see what the difference is. Coming up, as I said, 34 minutes. That was with no breaks. I stopped twice for about a total of 1 minute. But that was about it. This will be 0 stops, as you're about to see. And here's some people in front of me. I waited about 6 minutes for them to clear, and now it's taken 40 seconds to catch up to them. Permiso. Ooh, these steps are slippery. I did come down here once in a torrential rain. This was like a river. And excuse the sniffing. I always get sniffles when I hike. I don't know why. It's not cold, but I sniffle. So pardon me for the sniffling for the 2 people that watch this. A couple of great hikes up there that they've had closed for years. 2 or 3 good ones up there. Oops. And it's a little bit slipperier for me than normal. I'm wearing running shoes today. I never, ever, ever wear running shoes. My hiking boots are finished. Really, really wore them out to pieces. Can't wear them anymore. And I'm going to have to get a new pair when the hikes resume properly. But didn't have time to get a pair today, so I'm in standard running shoes, or tenis, as they call them in Mexico. And these rocks are pretty slick, so you got to be careful. I got to be careful. Who's watching this? I think even my mother, who's very dedicated to me, my biggest fan. I don't know if she is or not, but I don't think she would even watch this. I realize it is not exciting.
poder sobrevivir, igual que cualquier otro virus. Y pues las va matando poco a poco. Y ya, ahí es cuando pasan una fase, pues que ya conocemos coloquialmente como SIDA. El SIDA ya es el síndrome de inmunodeficiencia adquirida, que es
Whoops. That was the shoe's fault. Ah, that guy fell too in the same spot. As much as possible when I'm going down, I try to hit rocks like this. I don't know if the camera can tell, but they're pointing up. It's more likely that you'll slip if the rock is facing down. But if the rock is facing up, it's obviously a little bit better. There's the fauna bingo card that I showed on the way up. 12.5 minutes. I apologize. I think I'm gonna clean house. I apologize, but maybe that'll stop the sniffing at least for a couple of minutes. A little better. God, this is boring.
Esperamos. Hasta le va a dar like la canelita. A decir este cuñado.
Qué graciosa.
Sí, sí, ya se les tramitó. Ajá. No, bueno, no.
¿Viste?
Pero nada más sirvió como para disculparse. El otro cabrón es el que viene a disculparse y otro mandó.
Pues sí, mandó otro.
And there's music down here at the bottom. Alright, this sign right here is the end, and it took 1956, exactly 20 minutes if I can get past this music without any problems. Let's see now the music I'm walking into. I'm right there. Yeah, 20 minutes exactly. Alright. 14 minutes difference from up to down. That's a big difference. 34 to 20. And now I'm in kind of the second area. This is, you're still kind of going down, but it's much more gradual, and there's a lot of souvenirs and lots of music too. I'll try to talk over the music so I don't get in trouble from Mr. YouTube. And souvenirs and snacks and drinks and things that you would expect in a place like this. Not hungry, but I do need a drink. I think I'm going to go to the market and get a drink and maybe something quick to eat. If there's anything Kiss anywhere in the world, I will always sniff it out with my Kiss sense. I'm a 0 on the hunger scale, but I'm a 100 on the thirst scale. And what the hell is going on here? This is supposed to be the market. And it's a giant empty square. Here's the islands here. Ah, yeah, that's right. They moved this to over behind the church over there. Last time I came here, they were in the process of moving. It looks like that process is complete. I think this is watermelon juice, which I think I will have, if it is. Let's see if anybody pays attention to me. Buenos. ¿Es agua de sandía?
Es de fresa.
¿De fresa?
Ajá.
¿Y el otro es qué? ¿Tamarindo?
Tamarindo.
No, quiero sandía. Ok, gracias. The lengths I'll go to get the drink I want. They've got a couple over here. Looks like limon and piña. Buenas. ¿Son piña y limón?
Naranja y pepino con limón.
Ah, pepino con limón. Okay, gracias. Nah, that's close, but not quite. I will find you, watermelon. I will find you. No, gotta come back and settle for... Buenas. Ya quiero un litro de pepino con limón, por favor. ¿Cuánto es?
40. Sí, 40.
Isn't this exciting? Oh, can I do this with one hand? Are they perforated? Yeah, there we go. Gracias.
De nada.
I'm dying for this. I think there's a hole in my straw. I wasn't getting the volume out of that as I was expecting. It felt like there was some air in there, and not as sweet as I would have liked it. But it's okay. At least it's cold. I'll stop here and drink my drink and then be on my way. I think I'll get Tepos Nieves, the biggest Tepos Nieves in the world. Ah, I can't get away from music here. Ah. This is Tepos Nieves. It's a ice cream, kind of ice cream from the shop. Tepos Nieves is in Tepoztlan. There's a couple in Cuernavaca too. I like it. And I got cajeta, which is like a fudge flavor, and pistachio, the green. Yeah. Damn. 35 pesitos to take this bus to Cuernavaca. It's a 41-minute ride this afternoon, this morning. Gracias. Which is a fantastic price. I'll sit here because the window's open. Yeah. That's the end of the day. Long day for me in Tepoztlan. I left my house at I think around 8:20 this morning. It's about 4:22 right now, so it is a long day. I got about a 40-minute ride ahead of me, and then it takes me about half an hour to walk home from there. So that's all on a hot day, 31 degrees. And if you follow my videos with any regularity, the next video that you'll see, I will be in a faraway land. I've teased this before. Again, I won't say where it is, but you'll see me there. So I'm going to be in one faraway land, then I'm going to be in another faraway land for a couple of days, then I'm going to be flying to another faraway land. All new destinations, they'll be coming up. So if you like seeing me on my travels, you can do so starting probably in about a week from now, around somewhere around February 19th or 20th. I would imagine the first video will be up. Should be up daily. So that is all. Thank you, as always, for watching if you did. It was a long one today. That's all from the bus here. See ya.